Hi everybody, welcome back to the Claremont Classic Garage. As you can see, we've dragged home another tractor. This was sitting in my neighbor's yard, and they're cleaning up over there, and somewhere along the line they'd been away for a little bit, and some cretins had come in and stolen the wheels off of it, so it was sitting there laying on the ground. Lucky I had a set of wheels, so we went over and we put some wheels on it and dragged it home here, and here's what we got. The serial number on this was pretty decent. It was easy to read, 9N121756. That makes it a 1943 2N. So long as that's the original engine. And from what I see on the rest of the machine, probably pretty accurate. This, I kind of think, at least my earlier 1943 tractor, I'm pretty sure it has the I-beam versions of these, but this is right around the time when they changed them. So I'm pretty sure that this is relatively accurate, 1943 2N. There's a lot of interesting electrical stuff on here, like this solenoid, for instance. They've done away with the switch and the contactor that would be over there. That's all gone, and they've put this kind of remote starter button on it. I don't know. And they've been monkeying with the coil because these front mount distributors, the coils give grief, so it's been modified. I've done this before. I can't blame them for doing that. It's got a nice block heater in it. It's got a puller fan rather than the pusher fan that you would find on a 9N. The radiator has been redone. Interestingly enough, let me see, what is this? Yeah, it's a round tank rad. If this has got the original hood on it, it should have a square tank rad. You can see here, it doesn't have, it's got a round hole in it, not the teardrop shape. And again, this is from right around the time when they changed from non-pressurized to the pressurized cooling system. So I'm not sure what radiator this is supposed to have in it. I'd have to do a little bit of research, but it's definitely got a pressurized rad in it and a hood for a non-pressurized rad. This is an actual Dearborn loader, so it was factory engineered for this tractor. And you can see here it's got the original hanger for the front of it from the front axle pin. Here's the Vickers pump that's driven by the crankshaft that runs it. These are good old loaders because they're relatively light for what they are. The bar here, this one bar, is the actual oil reservoir. And we called these things pipe loaders, jungle gym loaders. It makes it a little bit of an entertaining exercise getting in and out of the 9N. You can see here it's got a trip bucket. The only hydraulic is to lift it up. It has no down pressure, it's just hydraulic up, gravity down, and you yank this lever here. You yank this lever, which pulls back on this pin, and the bucket dumps. And then to reset it, you just put the bucket down and it resets. There's a chain they've welded on there for, I don't know, for hooking stuff too. This here, this piece is an extension. The original use for this would be as a manure loader. So these forks would be sticking out from the bucket. And then if you wanted to use it for material, this little attachment would slide over the forks. You can see there with these eyes. It slides over the forks and gets pinned or bolted on here. This one, somebody has gone ahead and welded it on. So I guess so it stops rattling and falling off. But we'll see if we could fix that up. There is one brake in the loader right here on the boom. That so far is the only brake that I've found in it. It wouldn't surprise me if the cylinders need to be rebuilt, although they do look in really decent shape. Like they're not all crusty looking, so you never know. You can see here the tag on the loader. It's a Dearborn model 1922. That's interesting. You can even almost read the serial number too. You can. 18014 is the serial number of it. And I'll be able to look up the original owner's manual and everything for this loader. That'll be pretty cool. Somebody has changed it to 12 volt. They put an alternator on it, which unfortunately from sitting outside is seized, but we may be able to free it up. It does have the original Marvel Schebler TSX 33 carburetor on it. That's good. We're always looking for those. You can see here the exhaust. It's got, you can see the script there. That is an original Ford muffler, although it's in pretty bad shape. But never say never. One of these days I'm going to figure out how to fix those. And I'm not sure here. It may just be that the clamp for this is missing. You may be actually able to put it back together. We'll find out when we get in there. Oh, look at that. It's got that was also an accessory back in the day, the through the hood air intake. Normally it would have a little mesh element under the hood. So you would get this on. You actually had to cut a hole in the hood and it replaced the top of the air cleaner. Somebody's done some interesting bending on this one brake pedal here. That's quite odd. So you can see here on the back, it's got a PTO adapter. All the original sway stuff is still on it. There have been some repairs to there. That link there has had a little repair to it, but it looks like it was done well. That's had a repair to it. I wonder if the level box works. Yep, look at that. That's pretty good. The seat has been changed, but that's okay. We got lots of seats around here. The steering wheel is from a late 50s Ford car. Again, easy enough to get a steering wheel. And aside from that, I mean, the steering, for it being a loader tractor, the steering seems not bad. It's got one drag link on this side with a little play in it. But all in all, not bad. The loader, you can see here, will need new hoses. But, hey, it is what it is. Couldn't beat the price. So what we'll do here is I'm going to, for now, I'm just going to grab the drive shaft for the hydraulic pump and see if the engine moves. I haven't got a battery handy to put in it. And I want to see if the engine will budge a little bit. And then maybe we'll pull the spark plugs out and put some oil down it and let it sit for a bit and see what happens. And there you have it. You can see the engine turns. See if we can get a full revolution. Yep. Oh, compression. So that's good. Always good when the engine turns. Also that came with this tractor was a box of goodies. So let's see what we've got. Half a quart of 1540 diesel oil. That'll get used up around here. We've got a starter. That doesn't seem to turn. I'll still tickle it with a battery and we'll see what happens. They can be repaired. Here we've got a water pump. I'll bet you that's not on the tractor anymore because it leaks. At least they replaced it with a genuine Ford one. So that could probably just go right to the scrapola. Unless, no, I'm going to look up first and see if I can buy a kit for it. Okay, this is an original fiber camshaft gear. As robust as the N-Series tractors were, this was a failure point on them. These fiber camshaft gears would come apart and they would get replaced with an aluminum one, which you find in a lot of engines. And I kind of wonder if eventually production changed to the aluminum one. I'm not 100% sure. But there's like nothing wrong with this. It could be used again. I don't know if it's ever being used. There doesn't even seem to be any witness marks from bolts or anything. That may be new. What else do we have here? Oh, the original generator off it. The 6-volt generator. It turns, it's a C generator, which is the highest output generator. There's carburetor parts. Look at all these. Look at Ford. Right in Ford packages. This is so cool. New old stock tractor parts. That's needle and seat for the carburetor. New old stock. This here, oh, ignition parts. That's a condenser. And this is a set of points. Oh, there's the mail. Look at that, new old stock set of points. Wow. You cannot get good ignition parts for these things anymore. That is awesome to find. What do we got here? Oh, look at that. A pair of Sure Seals for the back wheels. That's good. That's a good thing to have. Oh! Was wondering where the rad cap was. Here it is. And you can see here, this is the cap. Remember I told you I think this thing would have normally had a non-pressurized rad? And that's a cap for a non-pressurized rad. It looks like an aftermarket one. That's definitely not an original one, but it'll work. In fact, somebody's made that. That's pretty neat. There's something else that they've been using. NOS Ford float for the carburetor. What do we got there? Oh, that's a cover for a cutout relay. That's an oil pump gear. I don't know what that is. There's the rest of the cutout relay. That's a starter bushing that's obviously seen better days. What else have we got in here? We're running out of stuff. Replacement, it says. Oh! More carburetor and ignition parts. That's good. This stuff is great to have around. And the last thing we've got out of our box of goodies is a voltage regulator for a Chevy alternator. Well, that should work out well. Remember last week we bought this wreck at the auction for parts, and already I could see a ton of stuff on this that we could use to fix up that other one. So I'm pretty sure that between these two machines we've got enough stuff here to make one pretty decent loader tractor. And there's nothing more handy than a loader tractor. Right off the bat I see the seat, the fenders. You remember on that other one, a lot of this stuff is broken and messed up. We can use all that. Maybe the dash. I think there's some extra holes drilled in the dash of that one, although it's not a big deal. The pedals on this one are nice and straight. Somebody's been heating up and bending the pedals on the other one. So this could all work out pretty darn well. Well, I guess that'll do it for now. That's pretty good. We can make one 9N out of two 9Ns, or 9Ns, 2Ns, whatever. Like I've told you before, there's only 8Ns and 9Ns as far as I'm concerned. 2Ns are just other 9Ns. Anyhow, I wish I would have had the presence of mind to take a couple of pictures of the tractor where we found it. It was kind of axle deep in some weeds, and we had to jack it up and put wheels on it and figure out how to get the loader blocked up. But yeah, we did that. My neighbor, he helped me. He's a handy guy. So between the two of us, we got all that done and got it out of there. And then Deb towed me down the street with the Kubota. It all worked out perfectly. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for supporting our channel and tuning into this video. I hope in the future you'll tune in again and see what we're doing next time. And I would urge you, if you have not already, please down below, the subscribe button, the like button, share, comment, all those things. Everything you do helps our channel grow and reach more people. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time on the Claremont Classic Garage. So long for now.